Hey y'all. How y'all doing? I just had a good day outside and the people I was with, we was just having such great conversation. Hold on. And I was like, let me bring this convo to the tube. You know what I'm saying? I thought about going live on TikTok, but I'm trying to build both up. So I gotta hurry up, y'all, because I'm allergic to these mosquito bites. All right, but this live is about treating people for who they are, treating people as they should be treated for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Treating people as such as they are. You know what I'm saying? No matter what title you hold in their life, like treating them how they should be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we about to get into it. I was gonna take a little walk. I still might take a little walk, but then y'all ain't gonna be able to see me because I'm gonna turn the camera off. But yes. So anyway, let me just get into it. So, like I was saying, treating people such as they are. You know what I'm saying? So, let me think of like a couple little examples that I can give y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So we're gonna start for my churchgoers or holy people or whatever you want to say. I'm not judging or nothing like that. You know, we're all believers here. If you're not, that's fine too. But yes, so what I was saying is like, okay, yes, everybody wants to be treated as a decent human being. Yes, we know that. That's an automatic. You should be treating everybody with human decency off the rip. You understand what I'm saying? But you gonna treat a child like a child. You get where I'm going? Not in a bad way. Everything I'm saying, do not put negativity on it. Everything that I'm saying is all positive things, you know. I'm talking about the positive side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for children, you want to treat the child as a child. You know what I'm saying? Don't treat them as an adult. You don't want them to grow too fast. You want them to enjoy their childhood. You know, treat them as such as a child because that's what they are. You know, treat adults as they are. You know what I'm saying? If back to like I was saying earlier, like, you know, if you in church or whatever, treat your pastor as a pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things and respect levels that people hold, no matter who you are. If you the first lady, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that might be your husband. You see him, you live with him every day and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he still need that pastor respect from you. If you get what I'm saying, you know, your child still needs that nurturing love from their mother. You know what I'm saying? Like treat them for what they are, you know, and especially people that are walking in their purpose, you know, actively walking in their purpose. I'm not talking about people that don't know their purpose. I'm not talking about people that don't know who they are, you know, especially if somebody is confident and they know who they are and they're walking in it. If you do not treat that person as what they are, you're going to lose that person. You understand? Like, you ain't going to be able to hold a space in that person's life because you're not treating them as such. And if you stick around people that do not treat you as you are, you will lose yourself because they just acting like you just some normal fly by night type of person that they came across and whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they know it, but people will try to um, trick you and convince you of what your worth is. So you already gotta know what your worth is. You understand where I'm coming from? All right, so that's the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat people as such. Treat people how they deserve to be treated if you want to remain in their lives. You know what I'm saying? It is not I'm sorry y'all. It is not a lack of good people in the world. You know, don't be afraid to lose out on people that are not treating you as you should want to be treated or that you should be treated, period. You know what I'm saying? For example, you know, you might be a doctor, somebody holistic, you know what I mean? Whatever, whoever you are, the people around you should be treating you as such. If you're a healer, the people around you should be treating you as a healer. You know what I'm saying? You a model, whatever, whatever purpose, whatever career, whatever, you know, whatever you're walking in, especially if you're confidently walking in it. You need people around you that are treating you as that. You understand? If not, you need to let them go out your life because they gonna convince you or try to get you to lower your confidence and self-esteem so they could either manipulate or play with you or use you, you know what I'm saying, for something else that's not your purpose. Walk in your purpose and find people that see you for you. You know what I'm saying? If you coming across people and they not realizing your worth, you know, not acknowledging who you are, you understand, and they coming into your life, things could get misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And you always gonna feel like you're pouring into the person more than they are you because they're not acting like you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to get around people that see you for you. Everybody's not going to see you for you. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to come across a lot of people, a lot of your family. They're not going to, you know, acknowledge you for who you are. That's not your job to try to break your neck. You know what I'm saying? To try to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and da 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 da. Da. No. Find the people that see it in you. You know what I'm saying? That want to support you. You understand? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That's like, how can I say it? Like, I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to live because you know I'm used to doing pre-recorded videos and I be having my little notes on my tablet and everything like that. So just bear with me. I apologize, but you know, run it back if you got to because it was some good stuff in the beginning. But yes, so I came across that today. I came across some very good people, and it was just fly by those fly by instances where it's like, okay, get dressed, go outside, like it's just something in you. Just follow your intuition. You know what I'm saying? And I came across people that saw me for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something that you're going to come across every day. You know what I'm saying? And some people pretend to see you for who you are because they want to use you. They know that you can see through them, so they know they can't undermine you. So they're going to pretend that they support you and that they see you for who you are just so they could stick around and get whatever they want out of you. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be discerning on that part. You know what I'm saying? That's your responsibility to see it. You understand where I'm coming from? So, and it's not always about financial. Everybody always got their mind stuck on money, money, money. Hey y'all, hi y'all. Yes, hi Joe. Thank you. I'm happy you're here. You got to check out my other videos too. Like, I'm excited. This is my second live. Like, thank you for your time, your energy. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are, I'm hopefully, if you don't know your purpose, hopefully you walking in it and that you're surrounded by people that acknowledge who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that they see you for you. You understand what I'm saying? If you're an artist, you want people to acknowledge your artistry. You want them to know, treat you as an artist. You understand? Um, Whether you in the gallery or out the gallery, you still want to be treated as an artist. You understand where I'm coming from? This is where I'm getting at. You You know what I'm saying? Like, it's even when you're a pastor, everybody know you're a pastor outside your life, you know what I'm saying? But outside the church, you still want people to give you that pastoral respect. With certain things. You get what I'm saying? Like, that people shouldn't and should be doing with you, concerning you. You know what I'm saying? Um, Fragility and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you lose people, ignoring their gifts, ignoring their purpose, being around for whatever you think you want to be around for, and not treating that person as such, not supporting them, and things like that. And then when people get where they want to go, and, now, and they leave you behind, you wondering why. Because you knew they had this talent and gift. You knew them their whole life. You knew they was the greatest chef, for example. You know what I'm saying? They've been cooking for you all their life. You know what I'm saying? But you never complimented their meals. You never helped them when they said, hey, do you think this go with this menu? Or can you help? Can you be a taste tester? You never gave them your input. You never, you know what I'm saying? You never supported them. So a lot of people you knew needed catering for parties and stuff like that. You never put them D. You never said, oh, my homegirl cook her ass off. You feel me? Let me put you down with her. You know what I'm saying? You never did that. And then now she get a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And she blow up. She on a Food Network. Now you want to tell the whole world that that's your friend. That's a chef. But you wasn't treating her like a chef when you was in her life. This is what I'm talking about. Treat people as who they are. You know what I'm saying? And surround yourself around people that see you for who you are. And not only see you, but treat you accordingly to who you are. They see you and they treat you according to who you are. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to be breaking your back to get people to see who you are, treat you as such. It's past human decency. We all deserve that. We all deserve respect. You give it to receive it. But I'm talking about everybody in their individuality. We're not the same. You might do art. I'm on YouTube. You might sing. Right? Somebody might write poetry. You know what I'm saying? Treat them as such, especially people that are aware and they know what they're here to do. They're walking in it, actively. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat them as such. You know what I'm saying? I'm beautiful. Treat me like a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, just things like that. So it was just a good feeling today to just be seen. You know what I'm saying? To be seen by, people that I didn't even know, to just seeing me for who I was. And I didn't have to do nothing but be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always going to be the people that you grew up with. It's not always going to be your family. Most times they be hating on you. They knew all your life you was cooking for the whole family, and that shit was whamming every time. They knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they never put your name out there. They never shared a post. They never complimented you. You know what I'm saying? But they always had an empty plate in their hand ready to fill it up. You know what I'm saying? You have to start noticing these things. You know what I'm saying? Because people see your gifts and know your value, and they won't acknowledge it to you. And it's not nothing like what they say, dick eating or whatever like that. I wouldn't even say is that. Give props when it's due. You know what I'm saying? Is nothing wrong with that. Because you're going to lose people not doing that. Because guess what, they're going to, when they do come across people that do acknowledge and see and treat them as they are, and that they as they should be, they're going to compare. They're going to say, damn, I just met this person and they see me for me. Dang, like, they supporting me off the rip. Like, wow. And it's like, and it'll make a person think, like, dang, this person, I was begging them to share a post. I was begging them to see this part of me. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be somebody you just walk by and they, acknowledge and see you for who you are and treat you as such. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about, because the people that see it in you and don't treat you accordingly, not only is it hate, but it's also jealousy. And again, in our community, I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other communities, but what I'm saying is I only could speak from my experience. Like I told y'all, can't speak from nowhere else. I, this is how I was born. You understand? So uh, I'm a part. You feel me? Power to the people. But most times in our community, a lot of people don't give you your props. They don't treat you as such, because then if they do that and they not walking in their purpose, they not doing nothing with themselves, you know, they don't have nothing to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Um, they get a little jealous and they don't want you. They feel like giving you props or treating you as you should be treated is making you big headed. When that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if I'm a doctor, treat me like a doctor, because when you hurt, I'm gonna be the first person you speed dialing when you need help. But then any other time, you feel me? You can't treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you lose good people. Not treating them as such, as for who they are, or for what purpose they're walking in. You will lose out on good people in your life doing that. You know what I'm saying? And we all came across not so good people, friendship wise, relationship wise, family wise. We've all had bad experience as humans. We understand that, okay? We all have had that, you know what I'm saying? But everyone is different. If you find yourself in a space that you cannot treat people good, or you find yourself in a space where you can't treat people as they are or what they deserve to be treated, if you find yourself in that space, you know, don't lose hope. All hope is not lost. That's just a sign that you need healing. You know what I'm saying? You need to ask yourself, like, dang, why I can't treat this person as the person that they are? Why is it so hard for me to treat them as they deserve? That's something you have to ask yourself, like, dang, why can't I just do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I mean? Like, you got to ask yourself these questions. You got to get help. You got to, start your healing journey. You know what I'm saying? Or get back in it. You know what I'm saying? Because we always think we're healed, we're healed, we're healed, we're healed. I'm healed, you're whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to be healing your whole life. Like, you're always healing from something, whether it's something minute or something big, but every day we're healing and we're getting better and we're doing better, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody, but I would hope that we're all doing those things. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I will hope that we're all doing those things. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose out on good people in your life, and don't stay around people that don't see your value, because they will trick you into, if they don't treat you as who you should be treated as for who you are, in turn, you will start internalizing that, and then you're going to be less confident. You're not going to be walking in your purpose the way that you were. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be as successful. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start thinking how they're treating you. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you stay in an abusive relationship too long, or if you stay around people that down talk you all day. Oh, you ain't shit. Uh, you ain't never going to be nothing. that, and the third. Eventually, you're going to start believing it and you're going to start treating yourself like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you got to cut them people off because it's detrimental for your growth, for your health, for your well being, for your confidence, for your success, for your purpose. We all have one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have one. And if you don't know what your purpose is, pray, seek God. He is the one that created your purpose. He created you for specifically for something. You know what I'm saying? Yes, your mom and dad, they carried you, they delivered you, they got you here. But God Himself, He is the one that molded you from the inside out. He know your heart, He know your thoughts, He know your mind, He know everything. So if you ever got any questions, always seek God first. Don't seek the internet. Don't seek other people. Seek God first in all things. Put God first above all. You understand where I'm coming from? So I just wanted to touch base on that today, guys, because, I just came across people today. I had a very blessed day, and it was just off the whim. Like, something just told me, get outside today. Get a little cute. Oh, let me show y'all my little outfit. It's old, it ain't new, but I said, let me get a little cute. I might take some flicks, y'all. I might take some flicks. Um, but yeah, and I just got out. Let me see. And I just got out today. Yes, I love these sandals too. I got them last year, but I only wore them a couple times. I like these. Um, but yes, I was able to get out today and have a good day. And fortunately, I was able to be surrounded around people that saw me for my authentic self and treated me as I am, for who I am. They treated me as for who I am. So I'm just here to say, don't know everyone, but I just want to let you know I see you. Whether you walking in your purpose or not, I see you. Don't give up. And even if you got to be alone, cut off the people that are not treating you according to who you are, because they will convince you that you are not who you are if you stay around it too long. And they'll do this all because they're insecure, all because they lack self love. You understand? And I'm seeing it in you. It's triggering. All right. So, yes. Hi, Jun Cat. I'm sorry I'm seeing this late, but hi, everyone that did hop in the live today. Again, I'm gonna start going live more often. I promise you guys. I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. Okay, off the dome, off the dome. But I'm not gonna stop my pre-records. But I'm gonna go live more. All right. So yes, today my word of advice would be is to sit down, take a couple minutes to yourself, and think about where you're at with it. Acknowledge who you are. If no one else in your life is, you be the first to do it. Acknowledge who you are. You're handsome. You're beautiful. Let's start there. Feel me? You're intelligent. You're God fearing. You're faithful. You know, make sure that you acknowledge who you are, your good attributes, along with your negative ones too. But sit with yourself, figure out all your dominant things, good and bad, and sit with it. And then, after you sit with who you are, then think to yourself and think about the people in your daily life that you surround yourself with and ask yourself, Who treats me according to who I actually am? That's like if you're in a relationship and you are being faithful. You know what I'm saying? This is an example. You're a faithful person. You know what I'm saying? But the person you're with is always accusing you of something. They don't treat you like you're a faithful person. Not only are they accusing you of things, they're cheating on you. They're not what's the word for it? They're not giving what you're giving. You're giving faithfulness, they're not giving it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the next step. After you acknowledge and figure out the things about you and who you are and how you're walking into this world, how you're walking in the world, whether you're walking in your purpose or not, you still have characteristics and attributes about you. Even if you don't know your purpose, you know that you're beautiful. You know that you're intelligent. You know all these things about you. You know what I'm saying? Start there. Even if you don't know your purpose, start with what's in you already. Start with that, okay? And then ask yourself, who treats me as such? Okay, we're going back to the faithfulness. The person not treating you as a faithful person. They cheating on you, they accusing you, but you're a faithful person. In that situation, you have to leave that person, okay? Because they're going to tear you down. They're going to tear you down. And then before you know it, guess what? Guess what? Not saying this in all cases, but guess what? After being around that for so long, guess what? You're going to turn into an unfaithful person because why? You heard it so many times. They said it to you so many times. You ain't faithful. You ain't faithful. So guess what you did one day? All right, I ain't faithful. That's what they said. So I ain't gonna be it then. And then you already know what they doing anyway too. So you said, all right, let's both tap in and play this game. Then you already think I'm not anyway. And then look, now you're stepping outside your character to match their energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah. Surround yourself around people that see you for who you are, not who they want you to be. Because most people don't want you to be nothing, but for who you actually are. You understand? I don't care if it's family, friends, co-workers, whoever. You know, sit with yourself. Figure it out. Count all your good stuff and your bad stuff, whatever. Know who you are. And make sure that the people you surround yourself with treat you as such. All right? Start cutting them ties. Because there's plenty of people out in the world that you'll meet, literally strangers that will see you for who you are and treat you as such. All right? You are loved if nobody told you today. All right? Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. I love you guys. This will not be the first or the last live. Um, Thank you for tuning in. We got this. We got this. Okay. Period. Oh, let me let y'all go with a good one. Snap a little screenshot me, y'all. Period. Group chat to the pic say this is her pic. All right. This is her pic. All right. Wait till I get a six pack. That joint gonna be looking nice, right, y'all? I'm working on it. Whew, I'm working on it. I'm gonna say it's gonna take some time, but I'm comfortable. Okay. That's a clue. That's a hint. But I'm comfortable. So let me figure out again how to do this. I do want to do a highlight. Okay, so I got a highlight because the lives be taking a little bit to upload. I ain't even gonna hold you. The lives be taking a little something, a little time to get up there. So I just wanted to put a highlight out there. All right, guys, I got to get back to my life. Yeah, hit me up, like, comment, share, and subscribe this video.